Yo, what's good, Pippin family? AlliTrades here, and today I'm going to be breaking down this absolutely insane NZD USD trade, which ran us 12% and passed funding challenges literally just in one trade. So let's get right into this. So as you guys can see, this was the result, and I'm starting off with the result so you guys can see that it wasn't like, oh, I just claimed that we caught it at the maximum point. No, I'm going to show you guys exactly why I got in and why I exited, especially trading the day after Christmas. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to all you guys who celebrate, and let's get right into this. So I'm going to load up a fresh chart just so you guys can see. When I hopped on the chart, I saw this just massive gap towards the upside. Now, just because there's a gap, you know, I see the imbalance, and I know the market has to pull back. But just because it has to pull back doesn't mean that it's going to pull back right now. So we have to be smart. We have to look for signs that it's going to pull back. Obviously, we have this huge imbalance. Cross-referencing the higher time frames, you guys can see that we're still overall bullish on this pair. So that's another thing I wanted to keep in mind. But I was trying to take advantage of the huge imbalance we had in the market. So when price gave us this massive move up, I was looking at price and we were just about right here. Now what I noticed was we had this forming, right? Where price on the minute one pushed all the way up, created a little, this, and then over here created a new high, higher low, higher high, and then we created a lower low. So at this point I was like, okay, we're starting to shift bearish. So what I did at this point was I marked up my order block resting right here, which you guys can see we had this OB, right? And then what does price do? Price comes up, respects that order block. Not only does it respect it, but it also pushes us lower. So now at that point, we have this order block over here. All right, so price has now done this. Boom. And now it's pulling back up. And guess what happens to that order block? Price pulls up and it respects it, right? And then you guys can see here, price is doing its thing and it breaks and it pushes us lower. Well, some people would have marked this up wick to wick, or would have marked up this candle, but to me all of this was still valid. Like, this is still just order flow being respected. So at this point I had entered just about right here with my stops to cover the entire zone, and it was just a 2.6 pip stop loss, so my entry was at 231, and I was trying to cover this entire move down. Now that would have roughly been about a 1 to 10. I believe I just capped it out at 1 to 10. And so as you guys can see, price moves great in my direction to start, even touches another order block and respects it beautifully and continues to melt. And then you guys can see as the session continues, price is evolving, right? Price is melting, it's going in our direction, and we're just floating. And at this point, it's looking beautiful. We have a little bit of consolidation, nothing too crazy, and then price breaks under the consolidation and continues to melt. So all of this is a very, very good sign to me, right? And then here is where I decided we have to be smart. Just because we have the setup doesn't mean that we have the volume. So one thing that I've really learned recently is with every good setup, you need the right amount of volume or else you won't hit TP. So I had to be mindful. I saw price start to slow down. So I had marked up just kind of potential order blocks that we had over here and potentially here. Now I had to check. I was already up 1 to 8 on this trade. And if it pulls back to here, that's a 1 to 5. So I wanted to be very smart with my exit. And just because I wasn't going to catch a 1 to 10 doesn't mean that I should let the whole trade slip. So once we've created all of this, I was already at stops to break even, which you guys can see in my signal room, absolutely transparent on it. Here's my entry, my stop loss, my TP, my risk. I show we're floating 1 to 7, SL to BE, and I also call out when I fully close. But back to the trade, you guys can see price does this and it comes back down. Now I'm thinking we're going to punch a new low. But in reality, we start respecting this bullish order block. So the second I saw this get respected and price start to trickle back upwards into this area, I decided, hey, you know what? I'm up a great amount. I did risk 2.25% on this. So let's close out. And just like that, one trade, 12% on the day, and we absolutely killed it. So I hope you guys learned a little something from that. And make sure you guys join the free Discord. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube because we're absolutely taking over this year. And make sure you guys take the free course, link in the description. And if you guys want the VIP signals, also link in the description. Price will be going up January 1st. And I hope to see you guys then. Later.